Democrats argue that this is a direct attack on the First Amendment. Does the suspension of Jimmy Kimmel and then earlier Stephen Colbert as well, who's already put out that tweet in support of Jimmy Kimmel, says we're in this together, we won't let them win. Does this indicate beginning of a state-controlled media in the US? Already Mr. Brendan Carr is there. Is there a pattern at play? Help the viewers back here at home in India understand what's really at play over there.
Well, I personally do not support or endorse the cancellation of anyone, no matter what. But because you mentioned state-owned media or state-controlled media, let me just tell you that it hasn't begun just now. It began, it started way long back, and I can give you examples because you just mentioned will they get rid of SNL? Can you name one conservative talk show host, a late night host that is popular in the United States? There is nobody. Okay, we have Jimmy Kimmel, he's under fire. Stephen Colbert is under fire. So will be Seth Meyers. So is Jimmy Fallon. So is Jon Stewart. All of these people who do late night shows are unfortunately left-leaning. All of the outlets that run these shows are also left-leaning. So it is. I don't think it's right to say that the state or Trump, as a matter of fact, owns these media outlets. So the reason I do not have an issue with this one specifically is because Jimmy Kimmel and the left, the people on the left, are upset that he was cancelled. And some people, you mentioned Ben Stiller saying he's a comedian, not a criminal. Then why weren't the same set of people not upset when Steven Crowder, a right-wing conservative comedian, was demonetized? He still is demonetized on YouTube. He runs a show, gets no money out of it. Candace Owens, a black political commentator, was cancelled. They didn't have an issue. Marsha Blackburn, a black senator, put out a video for pro-life on Twitter. It was taken away. Nobody had an issue. The president himself was taken out of Twitter while the Taliban heads remained. Nobody had an issue. So I could give you, thousands of examples where conservatives and people on the right were axed, cancelled, taken out provisionally, permanently, and even accidentally, and nobody questioned that. All of a sudden now, because a person that has been taken out and he's on the left, people and all of these things happen and we did not even have a conversation. Today we're having a conversation because the person is on the left and the voices that are heard are also on the left. And also, but I side with you on one thing. On the specific video that you showed, I found that part funny where Jimmy Kimmel said that's not how you mourn someone. It's true, because what Charlie Kirk has done for Donald Trump, that is not how he should have responded. But with that, there is a clip that you may have omitted, not on purpose, where he says that it is someone on the right that actually did it, which has been proven wrong, at least from the evidence that we have now. So I think it was wrong to say that. And it isn't the only thing that Jimmy Kimmel has been saying. He's been out there for the last 7-8 years. He's been making comments like Trump supporters. So, for example, during COVID, he said Trump supporters should not be given hospital beds. Why? Because they are not willing to vaccinate. Do not give them beds. Do not admit them to hospitals. That's what he said. When Tesla cars were put on fire and blown up in the streets, which also harmed people, he made fun of him and mocked those incidents. So maybe it is a culmination of everything. But as the ambassador said, I don't think this is the end. I'll give you one example. Tucker Carlson on the right was cancelled because he questioned woke politics. But now he has a show called the Tucker Carlson Network, which is running more successfully than even his show on Fox News. He even interviewed Vladimir Putin, of all people. So it's not the end of the road for Jimmy Kimmel. This is also temporary. We don't know whether he'll come back or not. Even if he doesn't come back, I'm pretty sure that ABC will come back with a late night show with maybe a younger version of Jimmy Kimmel, a different person, but with the same political leaning. So, yeah, I mean, do I have sympathy for him? Yes. But do I think it's fair? I do think so, because on the right, we saw many instances. Nobody mourned, nobody was upset. Now all of a sudden people are upset. I don't find it fair in that sense.